Thanks. Good evening. This is John Taylor at Eclectic Gallery, and I'd like to introduce Wendy Skog, who's our current artist, and she's a fabulous abstract artist, perhaps one of Victoria's greatest abstract artists. And the painting that we're standing in front of, Wendy, can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind it?
Oh, well, the inspiration for all of my pieces just lies in responding to color mostly, and so what I'm doing basically is starting with a color and responding to that is kind of an interaction between myself and the canvas, which is different than when you're a representational painting. You already know what it is you're painting, whereas when I'm an abstract painter, I work on a piece from all four sides, and it's not until the end that I know which way is up.
That's a very interesting idea. In fact, one of our guests this evening was considering one of your paintings, saying, I wonder what that would be like if we turned it on in.
Well, sometimes that does work, and sometimes it doesn't work, you know.
But that's part of your process, is that you really work with the balance until you find that kind of critical moment.
It's kind of like a chess game with the, color. And I just never know where it's going until it reaches some sort of point of resolution, and that takes quite a lot of looking at it and trying to see whether I should take it a bit farther or whether it's there already. It's a hard thing to know when it's done.
And what about your color choices in this particular painting?
This painting is called Beauty and Morality, and it was titled after the work was made because I think it has a lot of passion in it, and most of the time it's the end result that tells me what the title is, like it just comes into my mind, and that's what happened with this piece. So it wasn't a matter of starting with an idea, it was starting with the paint and then coming up with what felt right for the title.
One of the things I notice in your art is that the painting is so vital, it's so vivid, and there's a life to each image that is hard to describe. I mean, it's like you look at it and you appreciate it, but they're very alive paintings. They have a lot of energy, and they seem to really hold the entire wall. Like, it's great to see them up close, but also to step back and see them in perspective in a much larger space. I think these would be fabulous.
Yes, thank you. Well, what I do, and it's interesting that can communicate to people, is I try to get really deeply connected to what I'm doing, and so I've had people say that before, that they have there's something sort of deeply embedded in what I'm doing, and I think that just comes from trying to maintain that very deep intuitive connection with the work.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, and I encourage everybody who sees this video to please come to Eclectic Gallery between now and mid-April to visit Wendy Skog's original artwork. Thank you.
Thank you.